Welcome back, Flare community. Today I am extremely excited to reveal my final collection launching on the Flare network. My priorities moving forward will remain on creating content and supporting the Flare community. However, I will have a strong focus on building out an ecosystem surrounding this collection. Introducing the Flare community Lucky Claw.
Doors open.
So I hope that you enjoyed that, and I'm going to talk about the mint dates, the Patreon benefits, and the prices for this collection towards the end of the video. But first, let's talk about the fundamentals and how this collection is much different from all others and can potentially be very rewarding. Aesthetically, I don't think you can get much better. If you are familiar with this style of animation, you may have noticed that this was actually created by Doge Hater, the creator and founder of crypto avatars. Visuals aside, the Flare community Lucky Claw collection has much more to offer. It consists of 1,000 unique NFTs, each representing a single number between 1 and 1,000, which is revealed as the winning ball at the end of the animation. The majority of delegation or distribution rewards will be given out to a lucky winner selected by a small program which I have written, which will run on a YouTube live stream each and every month. The program will randomly play one of the NFT animations, with the winning ball being revealed at the very end. If you're holding that ball as an NFT, then congratulations. Each NFT held represents a 0.1% chance of winning each month. If you have 10, that's a 1% chance, and if you hold 100, that's a 10% chance. Now, this can be considered the foundation. It's completely sustainable, but wait, there is much more. This collection will evolve to benefit holders over time. In addition to the delegation and distribution rewards, I will be leveraging the platforms I have spent so much effort building over the course of the past 2 years to bring even more value to the holders. I will be seeking sponsorships from high-profile projects in the form of NFTs and assets on both Songbird and Flare in exchange for exposure via both Twitter and YouTube. The exposure I can offer could be exclusive podcasts, it could be Twitter spaces, competitions, deep dives on their projects, and much more. All with the intention of bringing awareness to a project or a significant milestone that they may have coming up. The sponsorship assets received will be used to bolster the prize pool account, which will be given away to one or more lucky NFT holders each and every month. The first draw will include delegation rewards as standard, but I will actually be adding a Flare Community Poker Club NFT, more specifically the Jack of Diamonds, and also a Flare Community Poker Club physical deck of cards to the first lucky draw winner. So that is the basic premise, but I would like to expand further and help you visualize all of the benefits and upcoming developments by walking you through this ecosystem map. Now, initially, it may look a little bit intimidating, but we're going to start with the basics and sort of walk through each of the different sections, starting with this bit here, the NFT holders. So if you are an NFT holder, basically you would have to buy it with FLR, and then you receive the NFT in exchange, right? So regarding this section here, there is something that I do have planned for the near future, but this is still in the works, so please disregard that for now. But with the initial funds, the first thing that I'm going to have to do is actually pay the animation costs. As I'm sure you will agree, it looks absolutely incredible, and that obviously came at a cost. Now, after that has been taken care of, we have the remaining FLR. I do have tax obligations, but the remaining FLR will be used to delegate, and this is where we get into this looping effect. We're going to have delegations, which are going to be obviously claimed and compounded over time, and the excess is going to actually be given to the prize pool, and this prize pool is where the magic happens. As you can see from here, the prize pool leads to the monthly draw for the holders of these NFTs, and each and every month, live on YouTube, we're going to select a random lucky ball winner selected by a program that I have written, and the prize pool will be distributed to one or more of the NFT holders. Now, in addition to this, you know how much I love charity and giving back to the community, so what I want to encompass within this is a donation to charity, and this is something that we could potentially vote on via the polls for the actual NFT holders themselves, right? There are going to be another set of polls, and we're going to get into that in just a second. But first, I want to talk a little bit about this section here, this 10%. So 10% of the prize pool assets are actually going to be going to the Legacy NFT collection, which I first actually launched on Ethereum. This collection really got the ball rolling for me on YouTube. It allowed me to invest in upgraded hardware and software packages to allow me to create these videos that you guys love. At the point of sale, I did actually announce some sort of package for these holders, and there's going to be 10 NFTs for the people that can collect all 10. There's 10 in the series, and currently only 6 have been released, each with a 10,000 milestone subscriber on the YouTube channel. Those that can collect all 10, and there will only be 10 because the first NFT was only a supply of 10, they will have access to this particular benefit. Now, I really want to get into the sponsorship section of this map, and this is basically something that I can exclusively offer. I've spent the past couple of years building up both this YouTube account and the Twitter account to quite impressive numbers, if I'm honest. And with that, I want to use these platforms in a way to benefit the holders of this collection, and here's how it's going to happen. So I will be seeking sponsorship opportunities from various decentralized applications or NFT projects or signal providers, and in exchange, I can actually offer something quite unique. The first thing that I cannot stress enough is that I'm going to vet these projects, and it's only going to be these well-established projects that actually get through this vetting process. If you do apply for a sponsorship of sorts and you do not get accepted, please don't be disheartened. It's just that I'm really adamant on trying to have some history behind the project and a proven use case / utility. So likely the majority will get rejected, but these high profile projects which have a proven track record could potentially get accepted. Now, the basic premise is, in exchange for the exposure that I can give, I would be expecting some project assets, or some project NFTs, or maybe a combination of them both. Now, 100% of these assets and NFTs will be issued into the prize pool, which again will go to the monthly draw for the holders. And what can the projects get in exchange? Obviously, the FC exposure. This is the leading channel on YouTube for both Songbird and Flare content. And with that, I can offer Twitter competitions, specific YouTube videos and deep dives. We could host Twitter spaces, or maybe even a YouTube podcast. There is unlimited possibilities, and you can rely on me to have a certain negotiation strategy to get the best value and the most assets, which I think is going to be fair for both the projects and also the holders of these NFTs. And as I said, all of these assets that are accumulated through this sponsorship program will actually be added to the prize pool, which is eventually going to go to one of you guys, the holders, right? Now, in addition to this, I also have commissioned NFTs from the past, and we could also use some of the funding to actually commission new NFTs. These NFTs can be added to the prize pool each and every month. We've got FC merch, and something else that we can look into on the left-hand side here is the Flare Community Poker Club NFTs. As I mentioned earlier in the video, one of these NFTs are actually going to be added to the prize pool for the first month's draw. These Flare Community Poker Club NFTs reside on the Songbird network, and they give you access to the Flare Community Poker Club tournaments. We do this each and every quarter, and the prize pool is 50,000 SGB. Now, there are some mutual benefits, and that is in the form of the Discord benefits, which give you access to exclusive rooms and channels. And also holding the Poker Club NFTs, you get access to the weekly SGB live draw, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. And finally, you actually get a physical FC poker card deck. Now, I'm fortunate to have a surplus of these decks, and what I'm going to be doing each and every month is adding one of these decks to the prize pool. These are going to be posted worldwide, free of charge, so that's an interesting concept in itself and something to just buff out the prize pool even further. Now, if we look at the upper left section of this map, there is actually a concept that I really want to bring to fruition over the next coming years and use it to expand this ecosystem of various NFT collections. And that is the idea of a Flare Community coin. Now, this is obviously still just a concept, but it's something that I'm very interested in, and it's something that I think can bring value to the holders. The basic thesis at the minute is that if you're holding one of these NFTs each and every month, a smart contract will issue you with a certain amount of the FC coin, which obviously can be traded on decentralized exchanges as you please, but it will also offer you various utilities. Off the top of my head, we could implement things like access to the Flare Community Poker Club tournaments, which obviously have a prize pool of 50,000 SGB. We could have exclusive FC coin related NFTs to buy. For those new to the network, maybe some one-on-one time with myself to help everyone get set up and sort of talk strategies, and potentially much, much more. As mentioned, this is just an idea at the minute, but I really feel it would bring a lot of value extra to the holders of the NFT, and I'm hoping that we can really fine-tune some interesting use cases for this asset. Something else that I considered was a percentage fee, whether that's 1% or 2%, that could all feed back into the prize pool. Either way, I am committed to really making this prize pool as big as possible, so that each and every month, you guys actually have a chance to win something substantial. So that is the grand vision. Lots already going on and even more to come. This collection will be a top priority moving forward, and I will work tirelessly to bring value to holders long into the future. Regarding launch dates and prices, there will be 3 separate stages. The first release will be to Patreon members, second to YouTube members, and finally the public sale. Patreon members can expect to mint tomorrow for the price of 1,800 FLR, and a total of 200 will be made available. Once this sells out, I will pause the minting process, and then 24 hours later, we will go live with the YouTube paid members stage, who can purchase the NFT at 1,900 FLR. Again, another 200 will be made available. Finally, 24 hours after the YouTube members stage, the remaining NFTs will be listed for 2,000 FLR, and I will be also retaining some of these for giveaways and prizes for prominent members of the community. It actually works out cheaper to become a Patreon member and have the chance of buying early because the Patreon discount is actually more than the cost of the Patreon membership. If you want to make the most of this opportunity, you can find a link to the Flare Community Patreon page in the description of this video. Links to the mint site will be posted on Patreon, YouTube, Discord, and Twitter once they are live. Now, I hope you're as excited as me for this collection, and we'll get the ball rolling with the first draw commencing roughly 1 month after the NFT collection sellout. I'm wishing you all the best of luck in getting one and the future draws, and if you want to guarantee a purchase, the very first lucky ball to be minted with the token ID of 1 is currently listed on Sparkles as an auction with no reserve starting at 1 FLR. I would like to thank you all so much for the support over the years. I look forward to making this collection one of the most interesting and rewarding concepts on the Flare network. It's going to be a wild ride, and I really hope that you can join me for this journey. So thank you once again. I really hope you have an incredible day as always, and until next time, I'm out.
Mission Control, we have liftoff.